And we are live. Yo, what is up, guys? Undead Nerd here, and I cannot wait to talk about this movie, Antman and the Wasp: Quantumania. This is the spoiler review. You read the title, and I really hope that you guys actually read the damn title, and you're gonna be like, "Oh no, you spoiled it for me." Well, guess what? It's in the damn thing. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna try not to use the bright light as much. So yeah, there's excellent connections. So yeah, and I'm glad I'm doing the face cam for this. All right, people, let's talk about some things. So first off, I want to talk about some positives before I get to the flaws, because there's a handful of flaws in this movie, and my mom hates that I have to critique everything because she just wants to enjoy a movie. Which, yeah, look, you can always enjoy a movie and still have flaws. You can always do this and that, so yeah. So anyway, peoples, let's go. So first off, we're gonna have to talk about the main selling point of the movie, which I was really worried that the film was gonna be more focused on setting up Kang the Conqueror as like this big multiversal threat villain, which they do, but at the same time, they actually do a good job, like, making it stand out on its own. Like this Kang the Conqueror is his own entity, and he's he's so powerful. We'll get to that later. And Jonathan Majors is a really good actor. Oh, I haven't seen Lovecraft Country yet, but I did hear from a friend of mine that that's a good show, so maybe I'll watch it. I don't know. But yeah. And so anyway, let's go on to some other positives. MODOK was amazing. I fucking loved MODOK in this movie. Okay, look. Okay, so unlike all the other Marvel characters that I fell in love with later in life, like, I didn't become a comic book reader until I was like 12, 13, 13. Yeah, I was 13. I was a Marvel fan my whole life, but I did not read comics until a few years ago. Like 4 years ago this year is when I became a comic book reader. So, yeah, unlike all the other comic book characters that I fell in love with later in life, like, say, Iceman, Thunderbird, the Eternals, all good comic characters. Who else? Anyone else that I know of? Okay, I kind of want to. I kind of want to do this real quick. So, that's better. This is more comfortable. Like the Eternals and 3D Man. I know so many comic book characters, like, from my experience of reading Marvel comics, and but unlike all those other characters, MODOK was a character that I've known since I was a child. Like, my first introduction to Marvel was the what was it? The Phineas and Ferb Mission Marvel special. He was in that. Whiplash was also in that too, which you may remember as the villain in Iron Man 2. Nobody likes Iron Man 2, but I enjoyed it. Fine. But anyway, so yeah, MODOK is the character that holds a special place in my heart for me, because I have a Lego minifigure of him, and he was also in the Superhero Squad show. He is such an iconic villain, and especially I think younger people who don't even read comics but watched shows as their start out with Marvel also know who this character is. Yeah, it's pretty much fan service that they brought in MODOK here. I do think it's kind of weird that they made the villain in Ant-Man 1 as the like MODOK for this movie. I don't know too much about MODOK, but again, this is a character that I have a personal connection with. But yeah, and of course, there's the MODOK TV series on Hulu, which I haven't continued watching since. Like, I think I left off in episode 5, stuff like that. I really hated how they gave him a redemption arc in this movie, mostly because he should be a villain. Like, they're probably gonna bring back MODOK as in like a multiversal variant and stuff like that, like they do all the time. And so yeah. Oh yeah. And so I also want to mention other good things. I really liked Janet Van Dyne in this movie. Especially a lot in recent media, I don't like how modern day media likes to incorporate identity politics or forced narratives or pretty much anything under the sun that has to do with people's identities Like, a lot of female characters in recent Marvel works have become so uninteresting. Like, the only tad bit of interesting that a lot of them get is either if they're a villain or if they're just there for woke messaging like She-Hulk was. But yeah, so anyway, the last time we had an interesting female Marvel character was Queen Ramonda and Shuri in Wakanda Forever. I wasn't the biggest fan of Wakanda Forever, but I enjoyed that movie, even though it wasn't great or good. But overall, I do want to mention that, she actually is a character who has an arc in this movie because she has like she was the cause of Kang taking over the quantum realm and stuff like that. So yeah. And I also want to mention Cassie Lang, aka Stature, which they never call her Stature in this movie, which I think is pretty cool. It's interesting on paper. She kind of has her own suit in the comics, and she may or may not be a little hot, but overall. Okay, if any of you are going to call me a pedo for that, do not, because I'm literally her age right now, so yeah. So anyway, so when it comes to Cassie Lang, like, she's kind of a Mary Sue, but she's kind of not. Like, they do explain that she's like this social justice leader and knows everything about the quantum realm because she's a strong, independent woman. And like, she was able to make her own technology for some reason. And it's like, I could have found you down there. And it's like, if you were sending a signal down to the quantum realm and you built a device, then you should have like brought your father back years ago. Like, I bet he would have fixed all this. Like all your friends who probably died in the snap, they probably would have came back a long time ago. But nope. Nope, you choose to be lazy. So we could say that the other films were canon. So anyway, what else? God, I really hope people do get in the chat because I feel quite lonely here. Anyway, so something else I want to say real quick is, yeah, she's not a Mary Sue in this movie. She does have trouble fighting. Like, she did mention that she did have a suit, which takes her a bit to do all that. And, like, at least they say it took years. But again, she's still not really interesting in this movie. At least that's how I feel. And, they do get a little preachy with political stuff. Like, they mention peaceful protesters or, what else? Socialism. Which, first of all, the socialism comment did not make any sense at all. Mostly because what does socialism have to do with ants finding technology? Like, do you even know what socialism means, writers? But anyway, and also the peaceful protesters thing. Okay, some of you might want to skip this if you watch the re-upload. So 3, 2, 1, start skipping 30 minutes from now. Okay, with how powerful King the Conqueror is, I kind of wish we would have him stop all the BLM stuff that happened a couple years ago. Mostly because, he's so powerful and he's a villain, which can prove to people that not all black people are good, but yeah. Anyway, that's enough. Y'all can continue to watch me. If you disagree with my point, that is 100% fine. I am not fucking Animat anyway, or Shay Frillis, but yeah. So anyway, let's talk about some other stuff. So first off, some other flaws. I did not like the warrior girl because she's just uninteresting in this film. Like, she's just a badass just because. Like, you could remove her from this movie without changing a damn thing. And like, those other two characters who were part of her tribe, like the light laser dude and the holes dude, which was not a funny joke. They're basically like this movie's version of Korg and Meek, which makes a lot more sense since I just mentioned that. And another thing I want to say is this film has so many plot holes. Like, if Ant-Man's been down in the quantum realm for like 5 hours, which is 5 years in the surface world, then how in the hell, like, did he not know about this ancient civilization? Also, Bill Murray is in this movie. Like you've had so many 80s and already established actors. Like you had Christian Bale in Love and Thunder. You had Kurt Russell, Stallone, what else? Not only did you have Stallone, but you also had you had Jeff Bridges in Iron Man. You had I know there's a lot. You had Jeff Goldblum in Ragnarok. Like you all give them a lot of roles, but Bill Murray, like he's just wasted in this film. Like they show off something about him, like they say he has an interesting backstory, and yet they barely even explore it at all. Like he just gets killed off. And plus, Bill Murray during the scenes that he's in looks like he's just bored to be there, and he's like, "Where's my paycheck?" I can't do a Bill Murray impression, but anyway, yeah, you have such a classic actor, and you're just gonna waste his performance. Like you can't cast I don't know, a more forgettable actor like Ezra Miller. Anyway, I'll stop being an idiot. So yeah, I need to watch the film again. I mean, the film also kind of has pacing issues, and there's just some stuff that I didn't really like about this film. Like, it takes them forever to say the fucking name Kang. You know, I need to tell you about this guy. Who is he? And then they just don't say it, and she doesn't say his name. Kang! Anyway. But yeah, you know, and I like that they give more screen time to Ant-Man in this movie because was aka the character who started this whole trilogy. I really hope they make an Ant-Man 4 because, you know, Ant-Man is such an underrated and underappreciated character in the MCU. I don't even read Ant-Man comics at all, so I barely know anything about the character. I did watch his movie a lot as a kid, so yeah. Also, the little blob guy is played by David Dashmalchian, aka Polka Dot Man, and he was also in a Marvel movie in the past. He was one of the ex-con dudes from Ant-Man. So yeah, I mean they probably saw him as Polka Dot Man in the Suicide Squad that they just wanted to give him another role. I hear the dude's kind of a weirdo in real life. Like he likes to do stuff with his body. I don't want to get into that, but yeah. And he just kind of acts like a weirdo. At least that's what I heard from people like Nerdrotic, and he kind of does look like a weirdo. But yeah. Also, Wasp is not hot in this movie at all. Like, they give her a haircut for some reason. I don't know why they did that. Like, she looks like a dude half of the movie, but yeah. At least Hank Pym finally does something. So yeah, that is my review of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Those are some of the flaws, those are some of the positives I had. I really enjoyed the movie. The action was really good. So many plot holes in the film, but if you're looking for a movie where you just want to have a fun time and, you know, you want to geek out over characters like Quasar. Oh yeah, Quasar is also in the movie. You want to geek out over characters like Kang the Conqueror or, for me, MODOK, then go ahead, watch this movie. You'll have a blast. But, so yeah. I really hope people finally get in the chat right now. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to keep the stream going for a little bit because again, I want people to fucking talk to me. I'll stop being an ass. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry, that was my parents calling. I'm home alone for the night. And, these people are lucky that I have a mute button, because there's probably going to be times where they're going to interrupt me. I kind of feel like Little Dicky and the song Freaky Friday that he did with Chris Brown. Like, why does his mother calling all the time? Leave me the fuck alone, B. I don't want to actually say that, but yeah. But yeah. You know, I'm trying to record my videos and they're like, Undead, can you come over here? I'm dead. I'm going to bed. Like, I need to remind you people more and more when I'm gonna fucking record. God damn it. Hold on, I want to check this out, see if it works on my microphone. Fucking record. Yeah. No, it does not. And the reason why I say it does not is mostly because I was working on the microphone connection. It was working last time, but my voice was more like a robot than anyone else, but yeah. Undead, do this! Undead, do that! Okay, while I'm here, I might as well show you my comic book collection. At least my proudest positions. Hold on, I am going to open the curtain and shut the lights, so you might want to close your eyes a little bit. Yeah, I can blame you. All right, there we go. Hold on, maybe I think I need some more light. This box. This. I'll choose this. All right. All right, so this box I have right here. All right, this box that I have right here is full of comic books that I own. I have like 3 boxes. That shows how much I dedicated some time to doing it. I need to put a fucking candle in here. Or a lamp. But, hey, let's just hope some of you could see these. Alright, people, start memeing. Start memeing. It's Morbin time. Yes, Morbius. Yeah, if you actually do give the Morbius comics a chance, he's actually an interesting character. So, yeah. Alright, here's the Phoenix versus the Beyonder. I haven't read this one, but I did bought it a long time ago. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. The Fantastic Four. Also, when I was, hold on, let me see the light in the whole thing. Oh, the lighting's decent. So yeah. I was really hoping that we would get a mention of the Fantastic Four. Oh, X-Force. We shall be known as X-Force, my boys. Is there a rip on here? No. So yeah, this is the Warpath character. He's Thunderbird's little brother. And he's more powerful than Thunderbird. I was about to say, what the hell? Huh, this is a creepy-ass hobgoblin right here. Licensed product. It's weird. Anyway, this is a Spider-Man with a creepy-ass hobgoblin right here. I think maybe it was stuck to it? I don't know. I don't remember that being there. Oh, God damn it. Anyway. All right. Again, no one's in the chat. No one loves me. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, so this ties into Secret Wars. The Uncanny X-Men part of Secret Wars. Wolverine fighting Gambit. That's badass. A lot of people love the 90s comics. I don't know. I personally prefer older stuff. Don't get me wrong. I like the 90s stuff too, like Gambit. This is a character right here that I love a lot. You see this black dude? This black stick figure guy? His name is Warlock. He's actually a pretty entertaining character. So yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna stop looking in this box until I found... Ooh, the Silver Surfer. I don't even have that much of a knowledge of the Silver Surfer, but I do know he's pretty cool. All right, I'm just gonna start digging all around in here. Put these guys back. All right, if there's a scary monster in the back, make sure you tell me in the chat. Alright, I have 2 copies of this. Alright, I have 2 copies of this, but they're different covers. So, yeah. This is the best-selling comic book of all time. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.